I need everybody in Generation X to promise me not to let them control you. What are you doing letting them control you? We're from the last era where you were able to ride a bike without a helmet. We're the last vestiges of people that may have sat in the back of a station wagon without a seatbelt. The back of the station wagon, you know what I'm saying? Where the seats are facing each other this way. Some people in Generation X literally rode on the hood of a car while our parents drove to this corner store. You mean to tell me you are allowing them to tell us how to be, what to think, what to say? Permission to disagree, please. Please, don't kick me off your platform. These companies are actually willing to take money out of your pocket, take the ability for you to feed your family away from you because you disagree with them or they disagree with you, or because the flavor of the month says that whatever you're into is not the thing to be into. And all I'm saying is this is garbage. We gotta reject it. Generation X, where you at? We're from the last era of people that was able to come home from school with a key in our pocket from our mom or our dad and watch cartoons, watch Thundercats or something, and just shut up and not burn down the house. We're from the last generation of kids who had dial-up modems or no internet at all, and we somehow survived. We went to actual libraries, buildings that say library on them. And it took us an hour and a half of freaking 94 minutes to look up the same thing. It takes you 3.21 seconds to look up. And then we had to look at these cards, little cards, to find what we were looking for. That was our Google. And to tell me we're gonna let these people, these clones, come in here and tell us what we can say and what we can't say, and that's supposed to be okay? You're going for that? You're giving into that. You're letting that control you? And then you're worse than that, you're going to condemn other people who have the courage to stand up to that? You're going to throw them to the wolves when you know deep inside, deep down, you agree with them? You don't want the system. You don't want Big Brother eyeing everything you do. You know you love Edward Snowden for standing up to him. You know you love Assange for telling on him, for exposing the corruption in the Democratic Party. You know you love that. You love that. That's you. That's what you believe. That's how we were raised. These same corporations, the ones that are willing to throw toxic garbage into our waterways, that causes cancer to unknown people in the area and poisons the water. Those same people mean to tell me they're going to decide who we vote for? And they're going to deny us opportunities because they don't like who our politicians and who our favorite politicians are? Get out of here, man. That's not going to work. We can't fall for that. We know better than that. We built stronger than that. We built better than that. Why are you going for that? Come on now, stand up and act like you know what time it is. We're from the last era of children that will meet you after school, and everybody would form a circle where nobody would jump in, and no one would pull a knife or gun or bat or nothing. They reach in their pocket and pull out a fist with some skin on it, and that was the fight, and that was the thing. And whoever won, whoever lost, you shook hands at the end, and that was the end of it. And you mean to tell me you're going to let some scrawny little chumps that were raised on YouTube or Google tell you how to live? Because those are the squares and the lames and the goofies that are now working in those campaigns and work for those political figures now. They're the hitmen against us to put us in line. They're the ones writing these stupid ass criteria that we got to follow. And if you don't go along their way, they'll take money out your pocket. They'll take opportunity out your way. They will try, and more than that, they'll try to hurt you. They will smear you. They will try to destroy your life if they can. They will do their part in trying to make sure that life ain't good for you. Hey, look, man, everybody won't cheer for you. I get that, but they'll take business out of your company. They'll take opportunities away from you. They'll mess with the way that you feed your family off of something as dumb as Joe Biden. Can you imagine anybody being upset with you because you won't vote for Joe Biden? The guy has his fingers on every piece of mass incarceration legislation in the last 40 years. I got a grudge with him for what he did to my father or my cousins. Nah, because to them, they never dealt with that. Because nothing happened to their cousins. Because they're from a class of people where they didn't have to feel that pain. But if you grew up like I did when I grew up in the 90s, when I came out of high school around, what was it, 1990? 89? I had friends who went to jail, kids basically, went to jail for drugs that were put in the community by the U.S. government. And Joe Biden's way to fix all that was to lock those kids up because they were poor and lived in poor neighborhoods. And they got caught doing what was put in that neighborhood. When people are poor, what are they going to do? So, look, I didn't mean to go on a long rant about this. What I'm saying is, if you're the type of person that's afraid to post on social media something that's unpopular, then you're what's wrong with this country. And you're the reason why we are where we are. We're the revolutionaries. They got jobs. They used to be the rebels. They used to be the inmates. And now, they're the snitches, the prison guards, and the wardens.